From the Bruins, we have Zdeno Chara and Patrice Bergeron. Media, please raise your hand if you have a question and identify if your question's for Zdeno or Patrice. We'll start with Kevin DuPont from the Boston Globe. Go ahead, Kevin, if you have a question. Okay, we'll go to Matt Porter from the Boston Globe.
Zdeno, what type of decision have you made, if any, on if you're coming back next year?
I haven't made that decision. I'm obviously just finished the game, and I'm gonna be open-minded.
Joe Haggerty, NBC Sports Boston.
This is for both of you guys. David Krejci, when he was just talking, said he's kind of sad and emotional right now, obviously because of the loss, but he said it also hit him as he was going off the ice that, the core group, there's guys that don't have a couple of years left, maybe no years left in their contracts, and just wondering what the future is and the unknown of the core group, along with the pandemic and not knowing what, lies beyond this season. Just those kind of emotions going through your minds here, just about the core group and the future you have together after this game.
Yeah, it's definitely something that crossed my mind, and you never want this to happen, and obviously see what happens, I guess, going forward. But obviously wish that everyone's coming back and we can have another chance at it. It's been, it's always a pleasure and a treat when you're going out there with guys that you've been around for 10 plus years. And so you'd like to keep that and carry that and keep going with them. Obviously lots of very great young players as well that are on the rise and we should be excited about, but you're right that it's a fact.
Jimmy Murphy, Boston Hockey Now.
Patrice, just to follow up on that. So you say it's kind of just dawning on you now, but I mean, coming into this with all the weirdness that there was with the pause and everything that's going on, I mean, coming in, was there ever a thought like, hey, this could be our last shot?
I think, personally anyways, I was coming in trying to be in the moment. I wasn't trying to think about the future and just trying to enjoy what's there in front of you. Sometimes there's too much of that going on. You think about the past or you think about the future and you don't really enjoy the present. So that's what I was trying to do and just stay there. But when a night like tonight happens, that's when you start kind of thinking about it a little bit more.
Tara Sullivan, Boston Globe.
Zdeno, do you think you'll ever be able to look back at this season without a sense of kind of what if, just because of all the things that happened? And do you think maybe without a pause or where your team was before the pause that this would have been one that could have won a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to be thinking about if things happen. Those things happen without any of us were in control of them. I think the whole world kind of had to be kind of thinking about other things, and everything was kind of put on hold, and we realized that's something that could be different, but at the same time, I think that we all went through it, every team and every sport, every country pretty much. So that's just what if is kind of something we can be sitting here and just giving different opinions and thoughts, but I think that we all realized that at that point, the health and safety was the priority for all of us.
Mike Loftus, Patriot Ledger.
Patrice, do you feel that if you go back to the small groups at Warrior and then the training camp and the bubble, do you feel like you guys ever got back what you had in the middle of March? Did you ever click like that again?
It was definitely like a different training camp with lots of guys, coming in and out, not being able to skate and whatnot. So we really didn't get the training camp that I'm sure we were hoping for. That being said, I know that around the league, we weren't the only team that was going through that. So, I think that we've always been a team that's been, comfortable with the uncomfortable, I guess, and those were things that we couldn't control and that we had to find a way, and that's it. So I don't think I don't want to, I guess, use that as an excuse, to be honest with you, because we were 24 teams in the same situation.
We'll do 2 more questions for the guys. Tom and Drance, The Athletic.
Gentlemen, you carried play. Well, you know what? I'll direct this to Patrice. You carried play tonight, came out and played well over 5 periods of hockey. We haven't seen a ton of teams fight back on the brink of elimination in the bubble so far. Your club clearly left it all out there. What does that tell you about your group, and was it more difficult than some of the playoff experiences you've had in the past?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was definitely a unique experience with being in a bubble with no fans. That was definitely unique. Obviously the outcome is the same, still giving out the Stanley Cup and still competing on the ice, and but it was an adjustment, let's be honest. That being said, yeah, I mean, it is a type of team that we have, but then we fell short, and it's definitely tough to take right now.
Last one, Dan Roach, WBZ.
Zdeno, you've put so much heart and soul into this and what you do in a Bruins career. How proud are you of this team and what they had to overcome, similar to what Bergie just talked about, but also about what you've been able to do, and what will be your thought process about continuing? Because obviously you're respected as a captain in this city and what you represent and what you mean to the city of Boston.
Well, I'm obviously very proud of this group. Since obviously the phase 2, if you want to call it, everybody made some huge sacrifices, and we were a committed group to get back to where we left off at some point in March. I think that everybody showed up in a great shape, ready to play, committed to come into the hub city and do whatever it took to play and the best hockey that we could. And I'm very proud of the group. Guys were playing very hard and doing whatever they could to win games. And it's a learning experience for many players, and hopefully this will make this group stronger and more resilient for the future playoff runs. And definitely it's still very raw and disappointing, but I know personally, and speaking for all the guys, that they left it out there and play with the heart.
So Zdeno, Patrice, thank you for your time.